First year at this university, and I think that the way the university has treated Jason after this attack was a hell of a way to show me what life at UMass is going to be like and how the university reacts to racism and hate crimes. And I am absolutely disgusted with what has happened and with the treatment of this victim in a racist attack.
This is not the kind of protection I want. I want protection from racists, not protection for racists.
Hi, I'm Joshua Brown, Boston, Massachusetts. I am a UMass #1 fan, and I've been doing this for 2 years, and next thing I know, I hear people are being racist towards Jason Vassell, and he's getting all these charges, and he was only a victim of a hate crime, and defending himself is not a crime.
I'm a biology professor. I'm Randy Phyllis, and Jason was a biology major before he was attacked and thrown out of this university.
It's just blocked away.
Outrage, I tell you, that outsiders, non-students, can come to this campus, can punch through a window of a dormitory to attack a student, and then illegally enter that dormitory to punch out and break the nose of and attack a student of this university, when those individuals either are not charged at all or are charged with trivial crimes, while the attacked, the victim of this crime, is somehow charged with enough to put him in jail for decades.
So I'm not just speaking to y'all, I'm speaking to anybody that can hear me right now. And a lot of y'all have probably read the motion to dismiss, but I think it's important before we march to our first location to understand some of the language that came out based on that motion to dismiss. What we found out as a result was that on that very day, our lieutenant of the UMass Police Department, the lieutenant that is supposed to be protecting us, that is supposed to be keeping us safe, that is supposed to be treating us as students, as citizens, as equal citizens, regardless of the color of our skin, proceeded to investigate Jason's case by referring to him as an asshole, as a donkey, as a drug dealer. This is our police lieutenant referring to a young black man who is an exemplary biology student at this university as a donkey who had a drug deal go wrong. A donkey. That is the epitome of racist police behavior.
Right.
So we're here today, and we are a riled up, packed crowd. But here's what it is. We are a local action. But as I mentioned earlier, we are a local action that is represented by over 600 people across the country that are calling into the DA's office to denounce police racism, to denounce racist DAs, to denounce racist prosecutions, and to end this prosecution against Jason Vassell, to dismiss these charges against Jason Vassell. We have over 600 people in solidarity with us. And so many more, those are the confirmed ones. We have had people calling in from DC, from Washington State, from California, from New York, from Vermont, from New Hampshire, from North Carolina, from South Carolina, from Georgia, from Virginia, from Michigan, from Ohio, Illinois, Iowa, everywhere. We got somebody calling in from Venezuela. We got people in Italy. This is a growing movement, and this is a local action here, but we need to march knowing that we have people across the country, and that, trust me, as an organizer of this campaign, this is growing rapidly, and we will continue. Even on this snowy day in western Massachusetts in the coldest winter in who knows how long, we will continue to march for justice, and we will be marching again. But right now, the first place we're gonna march to is we are gonna denounce the racist police that have treated Jason as a unequal citizen, have called Jason a donkey, have referred to his testimony as bullshit, have called him an asshole, and have treated him as a drug dealer. That's where we're going. We're gonna start this chant off. No justice, no peace, no racist police.
For those of you who are wondering why we're stopping at the UMass Police Department on our route, it's because not only has the district attorney, not only has the court system in Massachusetts, but the police department had it out against Jason from the start. The UMass Police Department's investigation has been biased and racist from the beginning. As has been mentioned before by numerous speakers, Lieutenant Thrasher said, "How poor of a black kid is he? I don't know. I think he's a drug dealer," and continued to call him an asshole and a donkey. This supposed drug deal gone bad, the drug dealers weren't the two white kids from off campus. No, the drug dealer was the black kid. Apparently, when you're black, you're not innocent till proven guilty. You're guilty till proven innocent. Today, we're not just calling on District Attorney Scheibel to drop the charges against Jason. We're not just calling on Holub to reinstate Jason into the university, but we're calling on an investigation into the UMass Police Department. Today, we're here to expose the racism of police. Whether it's the police in California who shot down Oscar Grant when he was on his stomach, and murdered him in cold blood, or if it's the police in Greece who killed a student and there have been protests since. We want justice in America, real justice. Not the justice of the courts, not the justice of the police department, but real justice.
Real justice.
This police department right here should be a classroom. This should have classrooms with textbooks, not manuals on how to racially profile. In Europe, cops aren't welcome on campus. We need to organize a movement, not only for justice for Jason, but so we can have campus free of police.
Hi, my name's Will.
Speak up, Will!
I'm going to speak. I got some questions for you guys. Now, what do they want you to believe? They being D.A. Scheibel, Lieutenant Thrasher, those that feel the swing of a knife is all that matters. Those that feel we have triumphed over racism. What do they want you to believe? That Jason was a drug dealer? Bossy and Bowles were good men? That there is no distinction between maliciousness and fear? Do they want you to believe we are in an age of fairness and not oppression? An age of equality and not selective and racist prosecutions?
Yes, they do.
Do they want you to see a world without bullets being shot into handcuffed bodies? Bullets into the backs of mothers? Do they see a world where logic reigns supreme over soul? Where every action is separated from the person? Being that all people on this earth are equal in our eyes, in the eyes of our judicial God. Do they wish upon your eyes this truth of order? Because if this is so, we must be blind then. We must be without eyes, since we cannot see how justice is a man convicted of fearing for his life. We must be without ears, since we cannot hear the reasons for Bossy's freedom.
Right!
We must have no hearts, since they do not beat to this neutral and soothing rhythm of equality, but to the erratic and angered rhythm of oppression.
That's right!
We must have no souls then, since we cannot feel that justice is cold and not human. We march through this cold unfaltered, for we have no bodies for your system of hatred. We march here, for we hold no blood for your institutional racism. No blood for your twisted order. No blood for you. No restraint for you as we tear through your walls of lies with our voices, with our bodies for justice. As we tear through your lies with our truths, our experiences, our lives. For our heartbeats rhyme with justice for a man who lived for others before himself. Thrown now into the madness of being black and being accused.
Yes.
With our hearts, our souls, our voices, we scream, justice for Jason!
Justice for Jason!